ready to do it. Wow, first reveal in gosh knows how long. It's been, what, about a month and a half? I don't even know. Somebody there will tell me for sure. It's been since the third week of November, I think. And here we are, the last couple of days of December. We've got our 1951D roll here. Never been through it. Don't have any idea what's inside. Get all of our name chips right here. And the way this happens, for the people who have not yet been here or paid attention, I take the roll, open up the roll, lay the coins out. They're laying out right down there. And then I take a card, flip it over, and that is to whom the first coin will go. Penny hoarder. Penny hoarder gets the first coin out of the gate. And we're going to take a look at it, see what's in here. 1951D, known for all sorts of beautiful things. Really nice double dies, RPMs, a couple of OMMs. RPM repunch mint mark, OMM over mint mark. One mint mark over another one. Known for a couple of nice double dies. That's a little piece of plastic laying on the coin right there. And this one doesn't have anything on the obverse. I'm checking the eye for doubled eyelid, check the ear for a doubled ear, check Liberty, checking God We Trust, the date, the mint mark. Then the first 10 coins we'll flip over and take a look at the reverse, because 1951D is not one of those that's well known for double die reverses. Then we will get through the first 10 coins and then we'll quit wasting our time on them. So there's that one. It goes in holder number 1 for penny hoarder, not holder. And then we move on to number 2. Number 2 goes to Mike Birchman. Mr. Birchman picks up this 1951 D Lincoln Cent, and it does not appear to have anything special on it yet. And nothing there. Let's take a look at the reverse real quick, see if we find anything. Basically looking for doubling on the reverse. Extra thickness toward the rim. Anything doubled toward the middle of the design. Hey, there's Doug and Mac. How you guys doing? It's one of those days. Back into the swing of things. Having a good time. Coin number 3 now. Adam Connor. Coin number 3 to Adam Connor. Looks like these have a little bit of spottiness on them. It's carbon spotting. Doesn't come off of them. It's actually basically a ruined coin. Well, Adam, you're getting this one free, and we'll work on some sort of a get you back for this. I haven't looked in this roll, so I've never seen any of these coins. But Adam, you'll get this one free. I'm going to write it down. As we speak, I'm going to write it down. And move on to the next coin. Coin number 4, Deanne. Haven't seen Deanne in a little while. But she's still subscribed to this final 4 rolls. Then we'll see beyond that. You know, I've got no doubling that I can see on here. That's a little scratch outside the L of Liberty. A little hump there next to the back of the coat. That's part of a die clash. Nothing else on the obverse. Let's take a look at the reverse real quick. Everybody say hello to Brian. He is my new assistant. He's sitting next to me watching this in some form of amazement. But I do have a drip towel, just in case he drools. And this one for Farm Dog. Farm Dog's going to get his coin for free. Let's see if it's an RPM or a double die or whatever. This coin's not looking great. It's got spots, and I don't like spots. Alright, we're going to make a note that Farm Dog is going to get his coin for free in here. So far, we've got Adam Connor, and we have Farm Dog. I can't guarantee we're going to find varieties when we open up these rolls, but I can guarantee you a BU coin. And I don't like the way some of these look. See, this is an RPM. There's a repunchment mark right there, but it is a ruined coin. So Malcolm's going to get it for free, but you can see right here, there's a split in the upper serif. Right here, there's a split in the lower serif. So it is an RPM. But it is quite an ugly RPM with that big black spot on the date. So Malcolm is going to get that one for free, and we're going to work out a way of getting Malcolm some credit for this. That's coin number 6. Coin number 6 turns out to be an RPM. And Malcolm's going to get a freebie. Coin number 7 goes to Carl. Carl Ignatz. And let's see what Carl comes up with. Well, there's another spotty coin.
What are the spots from? How does that carbon get on?
Carbon is natural. Carbon, everything in this world is made of carbon in one form or another. This is just where the carbon gets activated by environmental exposure. And the environmental exposure tends to let that carbon grow on and under the surface of the coin and turn it black. And carbon, once it's eaten the surface of the coin, cannot be taken off safely. So Carl's getting his free. Here's Mike Birchman again. I do have an RPM in this roll to be looking for so far. And I'm noticing a lot of the same die screeching by. If you look here, you can see a scratch next to the D. That's a scratch in the die because it's raised on the coin. There's another one up there, so we can keep watching for that. And then we will know any other coins that we pick up of that particular die pair. We'll know what's on it because we're looking right now. So there's no double die obverse. Flip it over and look at the reverse real quick. No double die reverse. So that's for Mike. Now, the next coin we see of that die, we'll already know what's on it before we even get moving. Right? This is a different die. This one is an RPM, repunchment mark. So now we can take this scratch right here off the 1. That is a die scratch, and that is a die scratch. We can use these die scratches to identify this and know that the next one we run across is going to be the same die. Unfortunately, this isn't the best looking coin at all. And, well, Mr. McBride will be getting this one for free. Free. Looks like this roll is not going to turn out to be a great roll. But we're still finding varieties in here. Let's check coin number 6 and see if it had the same markers. This was coin number 6 out of the roll, and it does have the same markers. You can see the die scratch right here and the die scratch up here, and there's also a die dot next to the 7 right there, or next to the D. Why did I say 7? But that makes us know for sure we've got the same die again. Both coins are free because both of them had black spots on them. I'll send an email out to all the people who are getting a free coin this time. You can reply back to me and let me know whether you want it to be a credit or if you want me to refund cash back. If it's a credit, then we can work on it next time we have a show. Here's Jim Fletcher. Not a variety. Let's see. Yeah, we got enough spots on this one. That's a die gouge right there. This little guy right here coming out of the bridge of the nose, that's a die gouge. And I can tell because it has real sharp edges that are very, very smooth. Sharp edges that are smooth is going to be a tool mark in the die. It shows up on the coin. There's another spot. Looks like there's a little bit of toning starting up on these. No doubling on that one either. And so Mr. Fletcher. You know what? I think instead of doing it this way, I'm just going to get another 51D roll out, and we'll do a second coin. We'll do a second run through. Nobody gets anything free. We'll just get another one, another roll out. So Sureg. So this will be a little bit longer show, so I'm going to kind of flip through this one a little quicker than normal. Sureg, no RPM. No double die obverse. Spot. No doubling on the reverse. We don't know who Brian is. I do, but the others here do not. Brian is a very trusted family friend who has moved to North Carolina and will be helping me with setup for shows, postage, all that sort of thing. There's another one from that particular die. See this right here? That tells you that this is a copy of the exact same die we've already seen before for Jim Fletcher. Just amount of process memory. Once you get yourself accustomed to doing this, it's pretty easy to do, but it's a process memory. You can see the concentric die scratches and the big die gouge out in front of the chin. So that's going to be another marker that we can use to tell for sure what we've seen and have not seen. Brian, that was the reason I went to Oregon, was to help Brian move to North Carolina. Brian is from Salem, Oregon area. Max says, good job, Brian.
Thank you, sir.
Taco John. Taco John up with his coin. Let's see what he gets here. Yeah, not a variety. If I didn't know better myself, I would think that this entire roll has been soaked in acetone. That's what it appears. Oh my gosh. What do you see that I see? Huh? What's that? FS listed DDO. Warning, warning. FS listed DDO. We have an FS 101 double die here. Without any gimpy flaws or other mistakes or other weird things, this would be about a $200 coin. As it sits in the condition it's in, probably $100 to $125. But we have a very valuable coin that was just pulled for. You got it. Free. Who's this for? Taco John? Taco John deserves a little bit of bounce back after that 69S roll last night, or a couple of nights ago. So there we go. FS listed double die. One of the nicest double dies in the 1950s. Right there. Yeah, I know you want one, Eric. You got 3 spots in the roll, buddy. Just sit there, enjoy the show, and pray a lot. These things are scarce. Not rare, but they're scarce. There's nothing on the reverse of these. But there we go. Taco John gets an FS listed double die obverse. Good $100 coin there for you, buddy. And I'm proud to be able to provide it. Here's one for Marshall. Let's see what Marshall gets. These are free at this point. We're not paying for any of these, so don't worry about the condition. This is another one of the RPMs. You remember seeing this gouge? You remember seeing this scratch? You remember seeing this little thing right here? Well, that's going to show up on all of these ones that have the split upper and lower serif like this because they're from the same die. And the die, everything that's on the die, all flaws, all design elements, and everything else are basically the fingerprint of that die. So you got the fingerprint of the die printing into the coins. Well, the coins are all going to be identical to one another. There's another one of them right there. You can see the doubling on the mint mark. And then here's your little mark here. And here's your little mark here. And here's your little scratch here. And all of these are going to tell you, hey, we've got the same die again. That's for Stonecutter. We want another FS 101. Here's Yo Man. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is this? No, it's not. I don't know my markers well yet. So as I get to know the markers, maybe then I can start playing games with you. But this one is a normal coin here. Let's back out a little bit so everybody can see the stuff that's going on. I kind of brought that in real tight, and it's too tight. There we go. Normal coin. This is one with a slash next to the D. You've got this little slash right here next to the D. So that's going to mean we have a normal coin there. That one's for Mr. Yo Man. It is actually a nice 1951 D, but we are going to go through another roll. And another roll we will go through. Sureg. Sureg. What does Sureg get? Looks like this one's probably going to be a normal coin. Not the double die you're looking for. Now let's not forget that we also have double die lids and we have other things to be looking for. So let's not just jump straight to the FS 101 hunt. Yo man, you need something to start your heart back up? Here's one for Penny Hoarder. And Penny Hoarder gets, this is actually a pretty nice coin. Now, here's one that has a little slash coming out of the corner of the D. And then we've got a couple of extra little die dots. This is damaged, placed onto the die. So a little tool of some sort might have hit the die and created a little ping, little dent in the die, and it mints out on all the coins.
Fills up with the metal and then makes a bump.
And this is an FS 101. There we go. How about that, boys and girls? We have another coin. This one's at least a $100 coin here. One little spot, two little spots, three little spots, and one on the nose. Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, or black-nosed Lincoln. And this one's going to Penny Hoarder. Penny Hoarder gets this one. So we've got Taco John so far and Penny Hoarder each get themselves an uncirculated FS 101 double die. So that's so far, that's $200. I'm going to call these $100 a piece. So that's $200 in this roll. And here's Jeff Dunn. Why what, Rich? And welcome to the channel. Ask a full question. I'll answer it for you. Why the value? Why is it double die? Why what? I say keep them coming. That's right. This one's going to turn out to be a normal coin. Nothing there. Got a little die dot below the B of Liberty.
What's that on the Y then?
That's a hit on the coin.
Oh.
That's damage on the coin. See how it sunk it in?
Yeah.
And then this is raised. See how the light comes on the opposite direction? This is the light's coming from the top, so you know it's raised.
Oh.
This, the light's coming from the top, so you know it's sunken in. And that's damage on the coin, as are all of these little scratches. All right, well, Jeff Dunn didn't get anything exciting on that particular coin. Here we go with Yo Man again. Good luck, Yo Man. See what we see. Oh, it's another normal coin. Not going to be the double die you're looking for.
Are you looking for those scratches?
Yeah, I'm looking for the little pock marks next to the 9. It's going to be on all of the coins that are the FS 101 double die. You didn't see any doubling, Rich? Hang out. Let's do this. This is Penny Hoarder's coin. We're getting it back out. Penny Hoarder's coin just came back out. And crank it around this way. Now, Rich, tell me you don't see doubling. Very, very clear doubling on this coin. Hang on, let me flip it around just a little bit here. There. There's your better direction. Tell me you don't see doubling on that coin. That's very, very distinct doubling. Very easy to see. You see that, Brian?
Yeah.
You don't see the doubling? You don't? See how there's 2 sticks right next to each other?
Oh, I see.
And that and that. See the notching here in the corner? Notching here in the corner, notching here in the corner. It goes all the way around all the lettering. So you see a notch in the top of the T. See how the R is doubled? See there's 2 R's here making up the 1.
Oh, I see.
Come on across here to the word God. You see all the doubling there? It's pretty extreme. Doubling on the N. Well, the little line in the G is just part of it. It's visible on all the letters in the motto. So you can see it in the O. You can see it in the D. It's like 2 little letters stuck next to each other. And that's what a double die is. A double die, the design gets hubbed or pressed into the die. And then the die has to go back for heating, and the hub comes back and presses it again. Well, between pressings, this die got shifted over just a little bit, and the second pressing came in, and, well, it didn't put the letters in the exact same spot. So that causes doubling. Yep, this is considered doubling. This is a very nice, it's a cherry picker listed double die. PCGS will put it in a holder with that. You don't see the doubling down here, and you don't really see the doubling much over here. You can see it there on the L. This is also part of the doubling right here. And you can see it because this is a class 5 double die, meaning a pivoted hub double die. There's part of it right there on the B. And over here on the B. You can see it in the I right there. But you see it best in the motto. Very, very distinct doubling in the motto. So
It got twisted this way just a little
yep. When you're talking about a class 5 double die, it's different from a class 1. A class 1 is rotated from the center of the design. Class 5 is rotated from a pivot point along the edge of the design. This particular die was doubled when it was pivoted from the 6 o'clock position, which makes the top more doubled than the bottom. That's why In God We Trust is doubled a lot more than anything else on the coin. And all these people are like, I'm having a panic attack here. We need to move on. Find out what my coin has. Yeah, we got a bunch of very impatient people. I love them all, but we are an impatient group. This one's going to be a normal coin here. And you see how there's no notching, no doubling on any of this. The doubling just suddenly disappears, doesn't exist. And so this is going to be a normal coin here.
Well, they sure ran that L awful close to the edge, huh?
Yeah, it's just part of the design, how it goes in. Coin number 22 now, Doug Reese. Doug is present, so we'll see what happens. I don't think this is going to be a die variety. I don't think it's going to be doubling. And I'm correct. This is just a normal coin. It's a little bit Just a little tiny bit hinked up from the die pressing so many coins prior to this one. There's Bob H. Bob Hampton. Let's see what we've got for Bob Hampton. Well, this one looks like another normal coin. Looks like it's not going to be... Yep, definitely a normal coin. See the gouge in front of the chin? Definitely another normal one. Hello, Carl. I've been pulling some FS listed stuff out today. Go Wi-Fi comes up next. I haven't seen Go Wi-Fi in a little while. He is a fellow resident of the state of North Carolina, as is Mr. Fletcher. Seems like all of my North Carolina residents are not here today. Maybe they're out enjoying the beautiful weather. It's muggy and warm today. In fact, it's very warm. 2 days from now, we're expecting a high temperature of 80 degrees. You believe that? 80 degrees. We're not in Florida here. This is North Carolina. Paul Hampton comes up next, not related to Bob, that they know of. And there's another one with the slash next to the D, so this one's not going to be one of our double dies. No doubling up there. No doubling do I see. It's 20 degrees there. Yeah, but see, Mac, you chose that. You chose to live in New York. You get what you choose. You live in snow country, New York, not just New York. And I live where we get maybe 2 inches of snow a year. And that's that's on an extra cold year. And this year, our December has been the 4th warmest on record. Expecting a record high today, tomorrow, and on the 1st. But that's the 1st is on Saturday. By Monday, we're expecting a high temperature in the mid-40s. So here's another one of our RPMs. Repunchment mark. You can see the split in the serif right there. A little tiny split in the serif down here means that there were 2 D's punched into the die right next to one another. And I know that because of our die scratch here, our die scratch here, and our little die dot next to the D. It's fingerprints, people. That's all it is, reading fingerprints. Here's coin number 28. Back to Yo Man. Good luck, Yo Man. It is a normal coin. 1951 D. Normal coin, no doubling. Okay. Not doing the reverses at this point because we've already seen the reverses of all these different dies and we didn't see anything on them. There's another one of the RPMs. We can tell because... Why, Brian?
Because of the scratches.
Because of the scratches, that's right. The die scratches tell us exactly what we have. These have been soaked in acetone or something. You can tell because the toning is all around the letters.
They tried to clean it or what?
They just, they tried to... Somebody tried to sort of clean these coins off just a little bit by dunking them in acetone, which will put a bathing line like that where it didn't dry properly on some of the coins. Other coins it didn't affect, and then other coins it basically stripped the coin down to a point where the carbon that was on the coin was exposed directly to air, which caused all the black spots. Eric? Oh. Nope. Normal. Normal coin. Bummity bum bum. You're in Portland, Oregon, Portland, Maine, Portland. What state, Carl? "23 degrees and snowing. Trying to get back to Arkansas." You're in the wrong place, 23 degrees and snowing, mister. But if that's Oregon, it wasn't anything like that when I was there. Next up, another normal coin. Normal one from Mac McBride. Not the double die you're looking for. Portland, Oregon. 23 degrees and snowing in Portland.
Don't tempt me.
Better you than me is basically what I say. There's another one. Another normal coin. That's that for that one. Sorry, Mr. Thomas. I only put one name on there, Thomas, because for those of you who may not know, his name is Thomas Thomas, so I don't need to repeat it. He knows who he is. Another one. This is another normal coin. Another normal one. De-icing. Are you in a plane? They're squirting you down, getting you ready to go up in the air. Hello, Michael Eugene. The planes. Okay, got it. Let's see, who's this for? Jim Fletcher. Well, Jim Fletcher is going to pick up a normal one. It's going to be a normal one. Then we're going to go grab another roll. Hey, there's Larry. Larry puts his fingerprints on our coins. We don't like Larry. Larry's like that. You ever see that movie, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, where the little German boy has got chocolate all over his mouth? That's Larry. Larry puts his fingerprints on coins and we yell at him. And this is going to be another normal coin. Another normal one. Couple of the FS ones did, but the other FS did not. No DDO of 51D listed on eBay right now. Well, that means either just nobody has one, or they have become rather common, or uncommon, rather scarce. Here's Taco John again. What does Taco John get? Yeah, this is going to turn out to be another normal 1951 D-Lincoln cent. As you can clearly see here. Number 38, Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi gets another normal coin. I could tell because of the slash right there. That slash tells me this is a die we've seen before, and it is not a double die or an RPM. So a couple of people are going to pop out really, really lucky today. A few other people are going to get some pretty nice looking coins. Little nice RPMs. Here's Eric. Eric, second out of 3 chances. Hey, look at that. What does that mean?
RPM.
Nope. Nope. Look, the dots next to the 9.
Oh, yeah.
That means FS 101 double die. There it is. Eric, bam, got yourself an FS 101 double die. Jessica is going to see this show, and she is going to fall over in a seizure and get all kinds of hives. Congrats, Eric. You got yourself one of them. Next up, Mike Birchman. Michael B. What does Michael B get? Well, that's a normal coin here. Unfortunately. What we got next? Number 41. Doug Reese. Mr. Reese, luck to you. Ah, would you look at that? What do you know, boys and girls? Mr. Reese gets one. It's not the prettiest looking coin, but it is a BU FS 101. There we go. So that's for Doug Reese. This one's a little iffy in condition, probably closer to the $50 to $75 range, just because of all the spots and crap on it. But here is one for Paul Hampton. This one's going to be a normal 1951D. That's all that is. Is that 4? You've been keeping count? Yes, it is. It's 4 of them. 4 of them in this roll. Well, that would be an awesome, awesome find for anyone wanting to go through one of these rolls. Here's Adam Chambers for you. Let's see what Adam gets. Coins and Ghouls. His username. I still use Adam C. Because we have an Adam C. Adam Chambers. We have an Adam Connor. And Taco John again. Let's see if Taco John picks up a second one. Nope. Nope. Normal 1951D. This is actually pretty clean looking so far. So he'll end up with at least 2 nice coins. He's got one of the double dies. He's got a nice 1951D. Has no spots. Carl. I think I'm going to do 4, actually 5, because this 51D roll I'm going to repeat as soon as we're done here. I did not like the condition of these coins. Regardless of what we find in the roll, if I don't like the condition of the coins, I'm going to redo the roll. So as they'd say in southern Missouri, yuns are going to get yourself another coin. We're just going to stack these back up and go again. Marshall. Mr. Marshall, normal, 1951D. Michael Eugene, here's exactly what's going on. During my auctions on Tuesday evenings, I sell these rolls 1 coin at a time. I'll tell you that we're going to do a 1951D roll, and they're going to be so much per coin, and I let you guys tell me how many you want, get it on the list, and then when it comes time to do this show, I've already got your name assigned to the individual coins. And hang on just a second. Okay, I'm getting myself past a little bit of confusion. I think I see doubling on the bottom of the G. Looks like doubling on the bottom of the G on this coin. If it is, we're going to have to go back through these at some point to figure out what we've got. That is doubling on the bottom of the G. There's another double die. It's not the same thing. It appears to be another double die. Eric, take special note of coin number 47. Doug Reese. We'll take another look at it under the scope, see what you get out of it. Okay, but by the time I get these rolls out to go through them, I've got the name chips inside the flips for the coins, and everybody can keep track of who gets what coins. And we discuss the roll as we go through it. We educate about the roll as we go through it. We talk about the die varieties and other things that happen to pop up, any errors or anything else. And you know what? I'm a couple of coins short. Good thing you're getting a free roll. I've only got 48 coins in this roll. There's 2 coins missing. And this one is another normal 1951D. And this one's got spots. So if you guys will indulge me for just a moment, I will go find another roll. Eric, number 41, FS 101. Of course, you're going to look at all these again, so we're going to go through all of these coins again. That's part of what Eric does. And why it can take a week to 2 weeks to process these rolls. I'll put this roll back out just exactly as I would need to pull them in order. Get another roll of coins out, open it up, and we're going to continue this show.
Except for you get those 2 that didn't get one. So you
Yeah.
do them first.
No, they're going to go at the end. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Okay. There's the whole roll of names set back up. It's a little wonky because it's got coins in it already, but hang on just a minute. All right. Second 1951D roll. It's just one I grabbed. I bought this. I have no idea what's inside of it. And we are going to remove the tape. That's easier said than done. And as soon as I can get this hideous tape job.
You need your knife.
Yeah. There's a scalpel right there. It's broken. Thank you. All right. As soon as I get this tape off, or cut, we're going to get started on this. Let's hope for more FS coins. How about that? We have 2 different OMMs that we could be finding. This is a much cleaner looking roll. I like this roll a lot better. Yeah, these coins look very nice. So let's go back through. Penny Hoarder gets the first one. All right, here's Penny Hoarder's coin. And nothing on this one. We'll check the reverses on the first 10 coins out of the roll. This one looks a little bit later die state. A little mushier design than the others that I've done. And so this is how I'm doing it. Your first roll coin is in the bottom, and your second roll coin will be in the top. Okay. Here's number 2, Mike Birchman. Well, let's see. It's a very oblong looking D. It's a weird looking D, but it was tilted when it was punched. It's not a repunch mint mark. We got nothing else on the obverse of this one. Let's check the reverse real quick. Nothing there. That's coin number 2. Now for coin number 3, Adam Connor. Adam, this is a much more decent roll, even though the coins aren't in that wonderful condition. At least they're not streaky and spotty and got all kinds of gunk on them. I like this roll quite a bit better. Check the reverse side. And nothing on the reverse side. Oh yeah, that's right. There are 3 OMMs. That's right. We added one to the website a few months back. Thanks for the correction. All right. Next coin. This one's going to go to DN. And I don't see anything here right off. Now, with these coins, Eric is going to go back through these once he receives the coins, and he's going to look at all these coins again to make sure I haven't missed anything. So if I miss anything during this show, well, he's going to find it. He's going to figure it out. All right, that's for DN. Some of these people not watching their show get their coins there. Why did I get 2? Well, go back and watch the show. You'll find out. Okay, I don't see anything on the mint mark there. Nothing on the eye. Nothing in the motto area. So here's another one of those. Looks like a little bit of doubling on the bottom of the G. No, this one. It's kind of strange. A little doubling on the N as well, it appears. It might be a minor double die going on here. But I'm not wholesale subscribing to it. My brain often likes to see things that aren't actually there. I know that by about the first 1,000 coins I collected. I think maybe 4 of them had value. The rest of them are all just junk. Hello, Mr. Hampton. Here's Malcolm. Malcolm gets, well, this one is a very minor repunch mint mark. Very minor. It's got a split lower serif and a little tiny split upper serif. If you look real closely, change my exposure time here because you have to have more exposure when you have a closer picture. It's going to shake a little bit, but right there, that's a notch, and right there, that's a notch. You can see the notch right there. That means there are 2 corners of D's right next to each other. That makes it a split serif RPM. Readjust my scope. Do not try to readjust your set. This is on purpose. Alright, there's Malcolm's. Nice little split serif RPM on that. Coin number 6. Now for number 7, Carl. Carl up next. Well, we've got a pretty looking 1951D, but we don't have anything special going on here. Nothing special, boys and girls. We move on. We now return you to your regularly scheduled programming. Number 8, Mike Birchman. And Michael B. Yeah, nothing special. Nope. I'm much more pleased with the quality of this roll, so I'm good with letting these go. On number 7, maybe the G. That could be a master die thing. I don't know. Let me check it and see. This is coin number 7. We had now see, I don't see it here at all. We had a question about it. Well, maybe. I don't, but I just don't think so. I think I'm trying to make things up in my head. We'll figure it out for sure. Here's coin number 9, McBride. Mr. McBride. I have to readjust my scope. There's something sticking out of the bottom of the mint mark, but I can't get it in a right position to tell. Okay, that's just a piece of grime or dirt or something on the bottom of the mint mark. Sorry, my phone rang. I shall answer it later. Not during a show, Chuck. Not during a show. All right. Mr. McBride gets a normal coin here for coin number 10. Jim Fletcher. Ho 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 ho. Pretty RPM. There you go. Which one is this, Eric? Nice looking RPM. You got an entire doubled vertical bar. That vertical post that you see there is all repunchment mark. That little guy right there. We've actually got 3 little mint marks right next to each other. It might be number 1. You can see some doubling right here, just a little bit. But then you've got 1 serif, 2 serif, 3 serif. Bam, bam, bam. So this is a D over D over D. Number 1. Probably RPM number 1. Very nice. We just got all kinds of pretty stuff going out today. This one goes to Mr. Fletcher. He's going to enjoy that. He's probably out at work right now. That's coin number 10 on the second roll. Now for number 11. Sureg. Sureg. I can tell already we're going to have to adjust the scope out, so let me take care of that. I just get my picture just right here. Working. Come on. Come on. That's where we need to be. Too much exposure. There we go. Good enough. Zoom in just a little bit. I'm very persnickety about how my stuff is here. It keeps you from seeing things if I don't have it set just the way I like it. It's still not the way I like it, but this is close enough. These are all out of a second roll, Michael. The first roll was, well, the condition of the roll was rather questionable, so I decided to give that roll away for free. And this is the reveal that people are actually paying for. So this is a second roll that I went to my supply box and got. And this coin is an RPM, but it's ugly. I'm not even going to sugarcoat that at all. But you can see a split in the upper serif on this one. Right there. That is an RPM. But this is not a pretty coin. It's got Larry all over it. Bob, can't win for losing, brother. You're going to get a freebie out of that. I don't like that coin. But it is an RPM. So I'm going to scratch you up here. I'll talk to you later about what you're going to get out of this. Here's Taco John. It might be an ender, but it's hard to tell. And some of these are just a bit spotty. Bit spotty, Scotty. Let's see here. See, here's that G again. That might be a master die doubling thing that I wasn't aware of. But this one is normal for Taco John. That's okay. Taco John got one of the FS listed double dies last time around. So. And we have another normal one. Nice looking color on this. This one looks more like an ender. Ender being the coin that sat at the end of the roll, exposed to the air because of the holder it was in. Like that. Stonecutter. Well, let's see what Mr. Dowdle gets. And thinking normal. Looks like a normal coin to me. That's it for that. Sorry, James. Move on to the next one. Yo, man. Yo, man. Oof. Well, this is another one of the RPMs, but it's spotty. It's another RPM 1, but this one's kind of icky. Well, I need to do a reality check on my 51D rolls. But Yo Man gets a nice RPM out of that. Sureg up next. And, well, I can see a little tiny minor baby split on the lower and the upper on this one. But they're not going to be listable. It's not enough. There's just a little microscopic split right there. And then there's just a little hairline running across right here. It's just too small to really do much of anything with it. I like listing stuff that people can collect in various grades, including circulated. And once this coin goes circulated and turns brown, you wouldn't be able to see that. So I just don't list them. Not enough there. Number 18. Number 18, penny hoarder. And your double feature. Here we go. Another RPM number 1. RPM 1 for penny hoarder. I think penny hoarder already got the FS 101, so you're going to get a DDO 1 and an RPM 1. So even though the coins aren't in the best condition, you're still getting some really nice stuff out of them. What do we pay for these coins? What is it, like $5? $4? $5? $6 a piece? Something like that? You guys are getting some really great coins for the price anyway. Okay, and this one's another one of the little tiny baby splits, but it's another kind of icky looking coin. It's got little flecks of carbon all over it. That one's for Jeff Dunn. Now coin number 20. Coin number 20. And Jeff, I'm going to give you credit on that one. You'll get that one for nothing. Here's another one that's going out for nothing to Yo Man. Ho. Okay. I just mark on the coin. It looked like a doubled bar L. Looked like there were extra pieces of L's down here, but that's just a streak on the coin. Another place you look for double dies above and below the L of Liberty. Yo Man being added to the list of freebies. Next up, Mr. Fletcher. Mr. Fletcher. Well, we got another one of those ones with the upper serif. You can see that the upper serif is doubled. Actually, pretty well doubled. A few spots here and there on the coin. It's actually kind of ugly. Well, we've tried. I'm not opening a third roll, so I'm just going to freebie some of these coins to people so that we can keep everybody happy. Mr. Fletcher's going to get that coin for free. Doug Reese comes up next. Mr. Reese. Well, that's the same die as Mr. Fletcher just ran into. We've got a double on upper serif. It's not in much better condition, but this one is in actually a more collectible condition. So we're going to keep this one out for Doug Reese. Next up, coin number 23. Coin number 23, Bob Hampton. We're just now closing out our hour for this show, which means our second show is going to be late. But that's because I tried doing 2 rolls in the span of 1, and it doesn't work that way. Okay, got nothing on this one for Bob. We're just now halfway done with the roll. Well, we're actually not quite halfway done, because here's coin number 24. Coin number 24 goes to Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi gets... Dun, dun, dun. Normal coin. Normal coin. Nothing special on this one. Now coin number 25. This means we are halfway through the roll. Paul Hampton. And Mr. Hampton gets a normal 1951D. Not the most spectacular coin, but it's not in bad shape. You guys have to realize one thing to have in mind about these coins is that you are looking at these hundreds of times the actual size of the coin. So you're going to see every single flaw and blemish on these coins because we have them under a microscope. If you just look at them in your hand, they look a lot nicer than this. So these are actually MS62 to 63 level coins. Which isn't a good thing, but it's also not a bad thing. They could be a lot lower. Here's one for Carl. Carl? Normal. Normal. Now, if you guys want to get in on spots on any of these reveals we got upcoming, I have 10 reveals to do this week. This is the first out of the 10. There's another 51D RPM, split upper serif. But if you want to get in on the reveals I'll be doing after the 10 that I've already got scheduled this week, be at the auction next Tuesday. It's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That is a change in time. We're moving to 7 p.m. Eastern Time and give you a chance to get involved in these roll openings. It's a fun thing to do. That is an RPM there. You can see a split on the upper serif, and you can also see a little bit of doubling on the inside of the vertical right here. You see a shadow over the top. That means there's a D overlapping the D. So you've got a split right up here, and then you've got this little overlapping area right here. So that's another different RPM. But the way I do these, I will announce to you that we have, just as a hypothetical situation, we have a 1960D roll here, and we're going to be selling these at $2 per coin. Then I give a countdown. After I give you the countdown, you can tell me how many of them you want to bin. Now, 3 is generally my maximum that I allow, so I can get more people into the roll, because generally I have enough people for 3 or 4 rolls on every single one, and I've only got 50 coins. So what I'll do is I'll count it down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Then you tell me how many you want to buy. Bin 1, bin 2, bin 3. Or bin max, some people say. That's so they can try to buy 3. Usually what I'll end up with is enough bins for 100 to 150 coins, and I've only got 50 in the roll. So I have to disappoint people because I've only got 50 spots. But then we move on to the next roll. This week I have 10. I generally don't have 10 rolls to do. This is catch-up for early November. The auction starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. I'll type out an email address for you that you can submit to register. It's coppercoinspayments@gmail.com. Send us an email, tell us your real name, tell us your YouTube screen name, and then tell us the email address that you want to use for PayPal so we can send you an invoice. Then you are registered for the auction. Good to go for Sunday. Jessica Johnson hosts auctions on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm sorry. Is it 7? Yeah, I think it's 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 o'clock Central. And then I do shows at 7 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday evenings, and that's where we sell the reveals. We have a whole lot of other things up for auction on a very regular basis to include rolls, singles, sets, giveaways, and a number of other things. Just send us a registration email to that email address. I'll reply to you as soon as I get it and see it and get you added to the list. One up for Malcolm here. Well, that's a different die. It's got a squiggly little scratch going all the way around to the T. Nothing consequential, but it is different. So that means we should look at it closely to make sure that we don't have any other oddities. There it is again, coming on around here. Somebody had fun scratching up this die. Now, that little thing on the forehead, that little guy right there, is doubling that occurred while they were cutting the hub. So that is what we call reduction lathe doubling. Basically what happened is their little needle wasn't set right when it was going around cutting metal, and it bounced. When it bounced, it cut a little divot. And it starts in the center and scrolls out kind of the reverse of a record player, basically. It goes out and it hits the little bumps in the design and creates the design on the hub. Well, what happened here is it bounced because it wasn't set right. That happened frequently, 1950 to 1953. It's very common. Doesn't have any extra value, but it is interesting to know what it is. Carl, I have decided not to do, and that's another thing that was important for me to announce today. Thank you for letting me know. I've decided not to do a New Year's Day auction. I am not going to do the New Year's Day auction that I was talking about the other night. Just don't have enough time to get set up for it. So this is another minor RPM. It does have some spots, but you can see the serif, upper serif and lower serif are both slightly doubled. So there's more of that reduction lathe doubling. You always see it on the line on his forehead. But it'll be in other areas, but the forehead is especially where you'll see it. You pick up on it real easy right there. And now for coin number 36. That's Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton comes up next and gets a normal 1951D Lincoln cent. That little line running right through the middle of the mint mark is actually a stain. It's not doubling. It doesn't change appearance no matter how you turn it. It's always dark. So that is not a ridge of metal. That is a ridge of metal off the edge of the E. And that's where a die break was about to form. See how it turns dark there? And I turn it this way and it turns light. That means it's metal standing out from the coin. So that little spike on the E is actually there. No extra value, just interesting to note. Lots of really cute things can be seen on coins if you look at them up close. After a while, you start getting used to what you see, and you can learn more about them than you ever thought possible. Hey, would you look at that? Here's a 1950D and a 51D roll. 1950D and a 51D tube. So somebody made a mistake when they were putting this one together, and you're getting a more valuable coin because 1950D is actually harder to find than 1951D. Who is this? Taco John? Ha, Taco.
Yeah, he's scoring today.
Taco John won't mind. He's getting an FS listed DDO plus a 1950D. How about that? Go Wi-Fi. Go Wi-Fi up next. And of course we go back to 1951 again. Nothing here. Nothing of special note. Thank you, Michael Eugene. Definitely appreciate you stopping by, for sure. This is a family. We are sort of like a family, all of us together. We hang out together. We do our little shows together. We do our auctions together. We have fun together. That's another one of those squiggly line 51Ds there. So you got that squiggly line that goes around it. Oof, this one's kind of grody. Not the nicest. The reverse looks pretty, but the obverse isn't so nice. That one's for Eric. Coin number 40 now. Coin number 40, Mike Birchman. Michael B. gets himself a normal 1951D Lincoln cent. Normal 51D. That's coin number 40. Now on to number 41. 41 for Doug Reese. Mr. Reese. Oof. Yuck. Well, Doug, I'm going to write you on the free list. Free. We'll get you a complete bounce back on this. So you'll get your coins for slot number 41 are going to be free. Now number 42, Paul Hampton. Paul Hampton. You know, nothing really going on here except kind of a achy looking coin from that level. Now number 43, Adam Chambers. And Adam, another normal coin. Not a high grader, that's for sure. Taco John again. We'll see how much more damage Taco John can do today. Of course, he gets a nice, fresh-looking coin. It is not an RPM, though. Nothing on the eye. Nothing on the motto. It's got a concentric die scratch, die gouge running all the way around the rim. Goes quite far, actually, around the rim. Those are called markers, photo. Those are the types of things that we use to determine that two coins are from the same die. They don't add any value. They're just like lines on a fingerprint. They help us out. There's one for Carl. Carl. Normal 51D. If we have a cloudy looking left side, and we do, Carl's going to get this one for free. Free, Carl. Free. I'll write you down real quick. And move on to coin number 46 for Mr. Marshall. This one's going to be a full roll. No? What do you know? Who's number 50? Adam Chambers? I'm going to have to refund you. I only got 49 coins in this. It's only 49 coins in here. I'm going to have to refund Adam. It's an interesting looking stuff going on there, but nothing special. Well, hey, Starbuck, how you doing, buddy? I see that you are now in the medical field. Hope you're doing great. Say hi to the family for me. Another 51D. This one's kind of ugly, too. Yeah, too ugly. Too ugly. Doug, I don't know what to tell you, brother. 2 coins now. Went through 2 different rolls and couldn't get you decent coins. All right, this one's for Marshall. Another normal coin. And this is going to be the last coin in the roll, and Eric's going to pick this one up. And, well, it's just an ugly normal coin. Nothing special. So that's that for that. Sorry, guys, not a huge deal here. And number 50 remains empty. Adam Chambers, we're going to get you back on that, buddy. Going to get you back on it. And that's what we've got. A couple of rolls that turned out to be rather exciting for some of the things that we had in it, but for some of the other stuff that we had in it, it turned out to be, well, not so great. But there we are. You are a cardiac monitor tech. Telemetry technician. There you go. Okay, it's 4:15 right now. I'll be back at 4:30 with the next reveal show. The next reveal show is going to be a 1955D roll. We'll be going through here in just a few more minutes. Give me about 15 minutes to get everything set up, and I will be right back. Appreciate it, folks. Thank you very much, and I'll see you at the next stream.